Hello everybody! It's been a while since I did this, but welcome back to another Overwatch skin ranking. This time we're doing the newest hero, Echo. Echo, if you saw my top 10 rating, I'll put it at the end of the video, is one of my favorite characters. I like her design, I like her gimmick, I like her weird, floaty whole thing going on. I just like her. She's really cool. She's a fun concept. And let's just get in it. Her base skin is nice. It's very simple. I like the trim on the wings. I like the white. I like the black. I like the fact she's wearing skates for some fucking reason. I don't know why she looks like a figure dancer, but she does. It's pretty good. I actually like the little halo thing. I don't know what that's for, but it works. It's a good head dressing piece. Overall, her design's solid. I do like the fact that Blizzard did fix her face, because, well, her face and her hands, because, like, for a while, up until, like, last week, they didn't give enough shading and detail to her face, so it looked like a massive blob in, like, something like carbon fiber, which I'll get to later. But as it stands, it's just good. Solid. Her worst recolor is Derain. And I know, again, a green one is just terrible. Like, the recolors are always bad, I've noticed that. Not all of them, but most of them are. But yeah, this one, she's already white? Why did you go with a lime puke green? I've never been a big fan of this color of green, so maybe it's supposed to look like a sports car. I'm not sure. It's just not good. It just looks awful. It just screams at you, not in the fun way. Next up is Vonda, and the reason Vonda doesn't look that good to me is, well, it's pink. I'm not a big fan of pink, but it's at the very least a pale pink. It's like a powder, or like you're putting blush on your cheeks. That's very cute. But the way the color is, it complements her figure a lot really well. It works. It's a very nice one. It's just not as good as the other two. Also, it looks really good with the blue headband and the fingers. That's another thing, that it has to complement her actual design more so than just the color it is, you know? Up next is Papaya, and this works really well. It's a good contrast with the blue. I like the shade. I like how it looks on her. I like all of it. It's really, really pretty. It's not the best one. We'll get to that in a second. But again, this is what I mean when I say complementing her accents, because the little joints and the hands and the headband and the face don't change in her recolors, so it just looks really nice. It just looks really good to me that they have this contrasting orange and blue, because I think those aren't complementing colors, they're actually contrasting colors, but they work well here because they don't cancel each other out, they just kind of coexist, if that makes sense. They're separated enough that it makes sense when you see them. And her best recolor is Marina, and I like it. It's a nice pale blue, but it's a different pale blue than her accents. It's like this nice, I want to say powder blue. It's a weird, almost like a baby boy kind of thing going on, but not that shade, if that makes sense. Like, it has this nice fade into purple, which a lot of the other ones don't have a fade. They have more just a basic color that just gets darker. This one has a nice ombre to it. I think that's really fun. It complements all of her base colors, and it looks really, really good. I don't know how to say that. It's good because it understands what it needs to do. Like on the wings here, you can see that they go like really, really light blue, and then they get really purplish down towards the bottom. That's a good consistency that a lot of other skins don't do, especially a recolor. They don't put a lot of thought into it because they're just like, let's just palette swap it, and that's it. Even her base skin doesn't do this. It's just white. So to see that is really fun. And I hope more skins, more heroes that come out get this kind of treatment with their base skins, their recolors, because that's just fun. Before I go on, just as a reminder, much like last year, I'm going to skip over her Halloween skin, because that doesn't apply here. It's going to be in the roundup reviews for Friday. So anyway, this one's called Camo, and it's the worst by default. Echo has consistently really good skins. I love all of them. I just don't like the first two on this list because they have this weird different faceplate. The overall design is really cool. I like the more angular look to it. I like the fact that this skin has fighter jet wings. So it's kind of like a weird hybrid female Decepticon or something. That's just really cool. It's something you don't see quite a lot. I mean, we see this with Farah, but Farah's just kind of her own thing. So having a hero that kind of emulates this military Decepticon in disguise thing is really, really fun. I do think that, yeah, it's just the faceplate, really. If the faceplate was her normal face, it would be, or even just a more aggressive looking one, it would be cool. But the way it looks right now, it just doesn't have that same... It looks like a faceless killer, which might be the point, but I'm not a big fan of it. Next up is Stealth. And the reason this one is better is because I like the sleeker color design. I'm not a big fan of Camo, we all know this at this point. I like the fact that her hands and her face have turned orange. The skates are black and orange. I like the color palette on the wings. I think this is a much more futuristic design, because the other one just looked like a drone. This one looks more like straight out of science fiction. It looks really badass. But again, the faceplate does kind of hinder in here. That's why it's so low. Plus, she doesn't have a lot of skins anyway. It's kind of like Sigma last year. Didn't have a lot in the way of stuff to critique, so it's gonna be a little bit different this time around. But yeah, just kind of mediocre overall. Next on the chopping block, we have Moth, and Moth is here because I don't like insects, like, at all. It's a very pretty concept. I like what they're doing. I love the wings. I love the little cut in them. I love how dainty she looks. I love the overall design. I'm not a big fan of the yellow, and I'm not a big fan of moths either, so it does get put down a little bit in my mind. The feathers on the thighs are a nice touch, though. That's pretty. Next up is Hot Rod, and the reason Hot Rod is here is because for an epic reskin, it makes sense what they're going for. It looks kind of like Iron Man in a way. I like it. I love the retread of everything. It's just the shade of yellow doesn't match the thing they're going for, and her face looks too weird in this one. It's shaded just a bit too dark to make it look right. I don't know, it just comes off really shiny, and I'm not a big shiny finish person. I like a matte finish on most things. But again, it is a Hot Rod, so I get what they're going for. She does look like a car came to life, which is really fucking fun. That should be one of her like anniversary skins, is like an actual like a BMW or something came to life. That'd be fucking lit. But yeah, this is pretty good. Just not my favorite. It's in the middle for a reason. Ironically, next is Carbon Fiber, and I love this one because, well, first of all, it's my favorite color scheme, black and green. We all know this. It changes the headband, the gloves, not the gloves, the hands, the feet, the thighs, the wing pattern. It looks really cool. It could honestly be substituted in for a Texas Outlaw skin, and you would never know the difference. Like, honestly, not even fucking notice. It's really, really well done. I think it's one of my favorite because it's just, you can feel the texture on her. You can see it, you can feel it. It has that glossy feel that I'm not really going for, but again, it works because the texture underneath it has depth to it, so the shine doesn't really stand out as much when you're not, you know, looking for it. But yeah, it's a really, really good one. Like, top tier. It's the third one for a reason, after all. Our runner-up is Butterfly. I know, ironic. And Butterfly is just pretty. I love the color of her face. I love the wings. I love the purple on her. I love how they took the same thing as Moth, but they made it elegant. It doesn't look so weird to me. It looks very, very pretty. It looks like a dancer. It looks like a ballet. It looks fun. It's just a nice looking skin. I don't know what else to tell you. It's just good. I do like the white and the plasma blue going on. That is a very cool touch. Again, it's the perfect storm of everything I like. If it wasn't for one more, it'd be the best one she has. And our winner for the day is Surf's Up. Now, the reason Surf's Up wins is not because it's a event skin. It wins because it's got all this extra bits to it. For instance, her fucking wings are surfboards. That's hilarious. We see more of her thighs. We see more range in the amount of shades they want to put on her. We see we see like an interesting waistline with her. It kind of draws you in. It's very fun. I love the fact that they gave her an actual head. She looks kind of like Junkrat in a way with the hair. I love her hair. I think it's so cool. I think it's adorable. I love it. I love this skin. I wish I was playing the game when this came out to actually get it, because this is the only skin from the event that I wish I could have gotten, but I can't. And this doesn't count towards the ranking thing for Friday. I'm just, because this is her only event skin so far besides Ragdoll, which I will put this in that one, but I have to put it here because it's been here for so long. So it's just good. It's just straight up good. I can't even argue with it. It's just fucking good. Well, that's my list, everybody. I hope you liked it. Again, Echo is one of my favorite characters. I think she's super fun. I think she's really well designed. I think just the world of her. She's such a nice character. But yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do what you do, and I'll see you guys next time.